going to get through without crackling. Oh, well.
It's like, is your voice cracking or is
Yeah.
that just my internet?
I'm better. I'm not back to 100%, but I'm better than I was. I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. Shout out to Keith. I think he's back. Episode 68, October 4th, 2023. Let us be the first to wish you and yours a happy National Golf Lovers Day. I think I said that way too separated. National Golf Lovers Day. Lovers with an apostrophe.
Ooh.
So the love of golf. Whoever's a grammar expert.
Not
Apostrophe is.
Not the meet me at the 9th hole at 9 lovers.
I think that's what, without the apostrophe, that might be what it means.
Okay. Just want to clarify.
But you got to have the apostrophe. Thursday is Get Funky Day. And that's what we're going to do with our lineups on the Showdown, DraftKings. We are the Millie Goats. We are trying to win the $1 million prize on DraftKings. We are trying to each do that individually. We did not win it Monday, did we? I didn't. Well, I was close to winning one though. Again, third Showdown in a row now. I'm getting hot. Getting hot.
Don't let him get hot.
Either of you win the Millie?
Nope.
No. Millie or Billy.
Is in the drawing tonight?
Yeah, a drawing is tonight. I'm assuming, did nobody win on Monday?
They did not. It's over a Billy again.
God, I didn't get a new ticket.
You didn't get? Oh my gosh, dude. Tex, did you get a ticket?
I did not. Maybe my wife did. I don't know.
I did. And a guy in the gas station was like, "Hey, that's tonight, isn't it?" I said, "Yeah, dude. Better get one." He goes, "I hope you win, man. And then I'll be your driver." I was like, "Hey, sounds good to me, brother. Let's get it."
And then we never hear from you ever again.
Right. Well, it's at that gas station by our house. So I'll probably run into him again. It's not too big of a town. RAEO, baby. Shirts are in there. Each week we play DraftKings. We played on Monday night. Like I said, we didn't win the Millie. I'm assuming Butch didn't because he's not drinking that Clemson Pepsi. Like he said he would if he ever won. You can't dispute that. But yeah. Tomorrow night, we are back. It's week 5. You saw it on our thumbnail. We are basically Thursday night, Monday night, Sunday piled on top of us in a massive humanity of football for week 5. So we've got Thursday night tomorrow. We're going to get to all that stuff here in a little bit. But the Monday night football game, quickly, well, we've got a little bit more in-depth segment in the football segment. But the Giants aren't dead. I'm just going to say that. I've got more on that in a few minutes, but I'm just saying the Giants are dead. Quick, yes or no, are the Giants dead? Tex.
They're dying. Not dead yet, but they're dying.
Dead bug. Are they on, like bug on?
Yeah. If they lose this week, they're dead.
So this is dead or alive for the Giants week.
Dead or alive, number 1 this season for the Giants.
This is must win.
Yep. We can't lose.
Ooh.
I think dead or alive is more. Is that Bon Jovi? I'm wanted, dead or alive. That's not Bon Jovi, is it?
No.
This is what's the wrestling equivalent? I thought dead or alive was a wrestling equivalent.
Dead or alive? No, I mean they're dead or alive. That's the game.
This minimum needs to be tables, ladders, and chairs.
Okay. They're flashing on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles video game. They're the boss. They're flashing.
They're the boss. Flashing. Almost dead.
Okay. So we got a little bit on that. We've got another London game. Ironically, the Bills are the home team in London. So are they going to be wearing the blues or the whites? J-Vi, can you confirm?
I'm guessing blues.
Home game for the Bills.
We wear blue at home.
Will Bills Mafia travel?
Yes. You
think?
Yes.
We're going to do a script. We're going to do a crowd. I'm going to do a crowd check.
Bills Mafia travels well.
Man, I don't know about that over there in London. They don't even like probably the Americanized condiments. So, anyways, the Jets Sunday
You
night.
You didn't ask
What?
me if I thought the Giants season was.
Is the Giants? Is it over? Are they dead or alive? Is it a must win? Can't lose? What do you think?
I'm gonna get ahead of Tex on this. It's over.
Mm.
Somebody out there listening right now is very happy you said that.
It's over.
Our CEO of stats is very happy about that. I've got reasons why not, like Luke Combs. Okay, so the Jets got hosed, right? We didn't really get to cover that at the end, but the face mask penalty in the end zone was a safety, and then they had the Philly and KC are the darlings of the NFL. That's all I'm going to say. Because who was it? On the sideline against Philly late in the game, there was a clear catch in inbounds that was overturned. And then the holding call that was not called against the Chiefs because they didn't want to ruin the Taylor Swift Kelsey Leviathan that the NFL seems to be pumping out every
He was hugging
chance
him.
they get. Dude, for like 3 seconds. So, and Zach
I don't even
Wilson
have my
outplayed
wife that
Mahomes,
long.
but Mahomes. So, Jets got a big test this week. We'll talk about that later. Circus chat. Is it time? Is it time to go commando and the Bears tomorrow night? I feel like that would be a great game because it's probably going to be horrific. But Circus Chat is an app you download on your phone. You can take your group chats live. Basically, like instead of live streaming video, you live stream your text message group. It's a lot of fun. Go to the Apple Store. You can download it there. Search for our name. We're the top group. Hall of Fame bets. We're going to be pumping out stats later this week. I put the link in our comments or description that you can click on with promo code MillyGoats. You build parlays. You look up awesome stats. You can get a good idea of the what are some fancy stat words, Tex? Probabilities. Yeah. Implied odds.
Correlations.
Yes, not causation.
Mm-hmm.
Null hypothesis. So yeah, Hall of Fame bets download.
Can't get that from
Confidence intervals. Download that
Mhm.
at your app store. Promo code MillyGoats, get 50% off your first month. We had a few people sign up, and it's probably helping them scroll a little quiche. All right, National Golf Lovers Day, dude. On the National Day calendar, I would anybody who's please look up National Day calendar and look at the guy. Click on National Golf Lovers Day and look at the guy who is the model for that picture and tell me you don't remember that guy. So while I'm going over this,
I gotta look it up.
Dude, you gotta look it up. And it's not lemon party type stuff. I'm not even gonna finish that.
Wait, is it the other guy though?
No. You'll know who it is once you see him. You'll be like, "Is that this?" Yeah, this is the world's oldest golf tournament. Is the Open Championship. It's the first tournament played on October 17th, 1860, at Prestwick Golf Club in Ayrshire, Scotland. 1922, Walter Hagen became the first native-born American to win the British Open Championship. Shout out Walter Hagen. So, boys, best scenario to play golf in. What's the most prime way or scenario you're going to play golf in, Tex? Set the stage for us.
A nice, cool fall day. And
You're saying during football season?
The leaves are changing. Yeah, go out there in the morning on a Saturday morning. Leaves are changing. Crisp day. You've got your Greg Norman shark vest on with your Greg Norman shark balls, with your Adidas spikes, and your Adidas.
No free shout outs. I'm on the show, Adidas.
Your Adidas beanie on, and then taking some practice swings in the cool
Are you with the
mountain
boys
air.
or no?
With the boys. I don't
All
know.
right, there you go.
No question. The context to me is totally lost, but that'd be my ideal day playing golf.
What you take away from that is Tex is obviously a big Greg Norman guy.
Yep.
J-Vi, what's your ideal golf situation scenario?
That's the ideal golf situation. I don't
Greg
know. How
Norman
you
in
top
Adidas.
So-
That's what everybody wears.
Top that, J-Vi. Top that, J-Vi.
Well, I'm gonna bring it back to this
Make it-
picture of this
hey,
guy
make
on
it
National
different.
Golf Lovers
Make it
Day.
different.
Where do we know this guy from?
The meme. He's the
Where do we
guy
know
like
that old-
everybody's like. He's the meme.
Yeah,
The guy that's smiling like really awkward.
that's who. Where do I know that guy? Yeah,
Dude, I
Yeah.
told you, you're gonna be like, where do I know that guy?
like he just made a. I was like, where do I know him from? No, so
Mhm.
I would say similar to Tex. It's got to be a fall type weather day. Could be in the spring, but if you're gonna do it in the fall, I'm a Sunday morning golfer because you got an extra hour before games start. Because if you do it on Saturday, you got to be done before 12. Plus, if you like to watch game day, that throws a wrench in it because I don't really watch the NFL pregame shows, so I always give myself till 1. So if you're teeing off at 7:30, you got time to grab a dog and a beer after the round. Back by 1.
Dude, that's a good point. I would definitely choose college game day over the NFL pregame shows. No offense,
But definitely with the boys.
with all due respect. I agree. I like a beach golf. That could be in the fall, but I like a beach trip golf day. I think that's a good way to kick it off, dude. I
That's
think you get
see, I like playing golf on a beach trip with the boys or a bachelor party, but at some point it gets to be too long of a day. When it's taking you
Hey.
6 hours to play around, like I get bored.
that's your opinion, man.
I'm just telling you.
That's like your opinion. Butch, what do you think?
For what? Golf
Yeah, ideal
outing
golf scenario.
would be. Ew. Ideal is taking off of work and playing golf during the week, any day,
Good point.
preferably a Monday or a Friday for a long weekend.
Good point. You're like, man, everybody else is working and I'm golfing. That's like a Bud Light commercial, the old Mr. Golfer during the workday guy.
That it is
I'm still-
good. I played with Edge like during the week last week, and it was perfect because there wasn't really anybody out there. We could play at our own pace. Drink
Agreed.
beer with ice in it because Edge didn't know how to refrigerate beer properly.
Always seems. Oh, now he did that so that you have to bring it next time. Like, man, this guy doesn't know how to.
No, because he knows if I bring it, I'll tell him that I paid for it, and then he gets mad. 'Cause he did. Hey, he did pay. He did pay. I'll say that he did pay last time. I'll give him his credit. He paid for everything, actually.
Let's wrap up the Ryder Cup. The 6 U.S. captains picks for National Golf Lovers Day went 4 and
Give him
12
his
and
credit
4.
card.
Nobody had a winning record. The best was Brooks Koepka, who went 1-1 and 1. JT was 1-2 and 1. Spieth was 0-2 and 2. Fowler 0 and 2. Burns 1 and 2. Morikawa 1 and 3. Absolute disaster.
I've been
know
telling y'all
why.
how terrible Morikawa was all season.
I don't know what. Dude, he's a good ball striker. You heard that?
Not when it matters. Look, my only issue with this is you got arguably the best big game player on your team. That's the only time Koepka plays is, at the majors, and he
True.
plays well, and you played him the least.
Just because you were trying to grind an axe. Had an axe to grind. Unbelievable. All right. I didn't mean to close it out on a somber note. Golf's awesome. We love golf.
Hey, I'm in this weekend.
DFS, DraftKings.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were done with golf.
Hey, well, I was until
Get
I
him,
saw-
Tex.
Look, I was done with golf until I saw how low they put Brent Snedeker and Kevin Kistner. And you're not going to put those guys that low and me not play.
J-Vi, Mr. Can't Quit Golf.
You're like the kicker.
broke
What was that
down.
movie?
You should just
on the water boy.
you need
There's
to
my
make a meme of the Brokeback Mountain scene where you put J-Vi's face in and then like a golf ball on the other side, and put the I wish I knew how to quit you on the bottom.
Hey. Hey, national golf lover, dude.
It's true. On the show, water cooler debate, Monday Night Football review, the football buffet DFS Express hype train for Thursday and Sunday, the Campus 4 college football tour. The playoff model's back, and it is adjusted, and we are ready to go. How dare you use other relevant sports news, Inter-Squad DraftKings Jamboree results. You're seeing the ticker, which it's a race to the ticker, folks. If you don't get to the ticker first on the bottom of the screen, you will ultimately get roasted. So J-Vi was responsible for putting up the standings of the Wodamaker just because he's winning. We'll see how long he keeps that up there by the end of the year. Stop stealing our T-shirt designs and our intellectual property. Unblock us, Reddit college football, you cowards. And Kay Adams, we're on the fence about the Sam Howell thing. We're still ready to launch on that one. All right. Water cooler debate segment. Are we ready? I'm gonna hit our theme. I'm gonna hit our theme music. Or J-Vi theme
Yeah,
music.
I'm presenting, right?
You serious?
Oh my God, you're an idiot.
Are you kidding me?
Our new technological CEO. We're gonna try to get the screen put up here of the water cooler debate. Let's see if we can get it done. But I will say, when that national alert went out today, I screen grabbed it and then I don't know if you saw it on Twitter if you're watching. At the very bottom, I X'd out some of the lettering and put Daniel Jones got sacked again. That's acting like that was the national alert thing. All right, polls update from episode 66. GOAT sport event as a kid. J-Vi. High school football, 33%. Tex and Butch P tied at 25% with Monster Truck Rally and minor league baseball. And I was in last for the AHL hockey game. So that's a real shame. People need to go to more hockey games. J-Vi, it's your floor, my friend.
Well,
What do you think? Go ahead, take your lap.
I want to say this because I've been slacking on my banner hanging. So I'm going to do this right here. Banner, episode 66, water cooler debate champ.
There we go. Got it.
He's going to go put it on the Folks, he got up from the front and went and put a 2x2 sticky note on the back of his wall, which is probably about 15 feet from the camera, so you can't really see it. But we'll see how long this lasts.
Banner is hung because that's like number 45 for me, I think, of winning. So I should have them all the way across. So I'm gonna have to go back and make new banners and hang them up for the next episode.
David Banners. You get a banner with all your banners. All right. This week's October the dad joke. I want to say the Kelsey one.
Okay.
All right. So here's the dad joke, ladies and gentlemen. It was reported that Travis Kelce thought he never had a shot with Taylor Swift until he signed with Pfizer. Oh gosh, we're gonna get canceled. That's all right. All right, let's put up this episode's this week's.
Am I not sharing
Oh,
already?
No.
I got you.
Oh, we have to add it to the stage.
You're there.
Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. Okay.
J-Vi, one of us has to add it to the stage.
Yeah, I pushed add, and I think he
did,
pushed out.
did. Yeah, hang on.
Okay, here we go. Technical. Hey, we're trying a new. Oh,
There we go.
He deleted it. Here he goes.
Here we go.
Ready?
There we go. We're working, folks. We are working. Here it is, the water cooler debate. What is the GOAT October-based activity? And that has no political connotation at all. You scumbags don't even think of that. What's the GOAT October activity to do? J-Vi, you won the last one. Go ahead.
Well, I'm going to let you go first because you consistently finish last. So I'm going to give you the option and get the best choice on this one.
All right. The GOAT October activity is a pumpkin patch, dude. Depending on your phase of life, a pumpkin patch is an awesome time because you go there, crisp morning, kids are running around, there's hay rides, there's llamas sometimes, all kinds of stuff. You drink the apple cider, depending on what time of the day you go. Then you get a nap on the way home, and then you come back and just watch football.
Okay, so
Go on pumpkin patch.
I'm going to go second, and I gave you the opportunity to make the best choice, and you failed because the best October activity is trick-or-treating.
Yep.
Oh,
How you missed
that's
that?
true. Dude, I went pumpkin. I don't know. You could do trick or treating at pumpkin patch. People are gonna have to use their imagination. That's a good point, though. October is the best sports month too. Hey, I was family first. That's what I was going with.
You
Trick or
don't go
treating.
trick-or-treating with your kids?
Maybe I'll pull out a win here. All right, Tex.
I was going to say that the best thing to do in October is to watch sports. It's the best month. You got football
Facts.
every day, almost every day.
50 days right now.
Yep, 50
Starting
some
tonight.
days in a row. Starting tonight, I got the game on in the background.
50 Sundays in a row.
I forgot
Yeah.
we forgot to make our
Baseball.
advent calendar for football. 50 days in a row.
But anyhow, that's it. Sports.
Love it. I'm gonna get buried in this already. I can feel it. I'm gonna have to tag like maybe I'll do Taylor Swift hashtag. See if I can get another. See if I can get a different audience in here. Butch P, what's yours? Just keep going, dude.
Dude, you all had a chance to say this. We all went to App State. We're all from Boone. What happens
know.
to the leaves in October?
Oh,
They
the
start
Woolly Worm
changing
Festival.
colors. The best
Woolly Worm
activity
Festival.
is to go to the Woolly Worm Festival
In the
in Banner
mountains.
Elk.
That's
Leaf
right.
leaf
Yes.
peeping, I think is what
In
it's
the
called.
mountains.
Yeah.
When the
Leaf
leaves are
peeping.
changing.
Hey, I lived up there. That's a spectacle, folks. If you ever want to get stuck in a 1-lane road in traffic on the side of a mountain, go up to Boone, North Carolina, and take the Blue Ridge Parkway around to look at all the leaves.
You're the only
and
guy that lived up
About,
there.
about this time of year.
I lived
did.
up there.
Lived up there the longest. So I have the most experience up there, so I can tell you where to go. All right. So go to October activity. Pumpkin patch. That sounds like a good one, folks.
Oh.
Trick or treating. Watch sports. Leaf peeping. We'll see how that shakes out for next week. We'll get that out there. The polls are on at Millie Goats on our Twitter, and sometimes they're on the Instagram at the Millie Goats.
I really hope, I really hope, just for it to be a funny story, is one of our listeners. Maybe it's the guys from across the pond. They look up leaf peeping because they don't know what it is, and something absurd comes on their Google search.
I'm not going to Google it. I won't do it.
What if, well, I just now thought about this. Chicken stews. Like
Mm.
if you're trying to describe to somebody how to make a chicken stew, you take a bunch of butter and you throw it in a pot, and then you take a bunch of milk and you pour it in that butter, and then you dump the chicken in, and that's it. You just stir it up.
And then get some crackers, some of those little oyster crackers that you can put into it.
Or some saltines or some Ritz, and you just grind them, crunch them all up, and then you put so many in there so that you can stand the spoon up, and then you've got enough, and that's chicken stew.
How many times did you have to call Mama K before you finally remembered that?
Remembered what?
He's never made it. He goes to our cousin.
No, dude, I don't even like chicken stew. I don't like them. I don't like it. I like going to
the
the things and eat-
camaraderie.
Yeah, the camaraderie is what I got for. But as far as eating the chicken stew, the chicken milk, it's gross. It's not good. Nobody really likes it. But whatever.
But it's cold and there's a fire and you get to wear your Carhartt stuff.
You-
It's
It's
warm.
usually cold. Yep.
Tex wears his extra toughs. Which, by
I
the
wear those
way, I
things
was up
everywhere.
there last weekend and he came out. There's not water in sight at all. And he came out in his extra tufts to go coach football.
Yep, you're right.
All
Had to send a
right,
message with my boots.
we have a
Sounds-
lot of football to get to. So let's hit our theme music and let's segue into the football segment.
Football, you're so cool.
And on our show, you're gonna rule. Football, we love you. Wow. Listen to that song again today. Peach's version. My son all the time. He goes, "Why do you guys sing football?" I'm like, "One day you'll understand."
Because we like to ruin things.
Yes. All right. We start with Monday Night Football. We don't have a graphic for that, but we have Monday Night Football. We're going to recap that. New York Giants at home, Seattle visiting. Over-under was 47.5. Seattle was favored by 2. Seattle covered. Final score 24-3. This game was an absolute joke. This was horrible. There were so many flags. I put out a next-gen flags tweet that was just basically a passing chart where somebody threw like 50 passes and said, "Hey, I found the flag chart for next-gen stats on tonight's game." And here's why I don't think the Giants are dead. They're only 0-1 in the division. There is a scenario.
It doesn't
when
matter.
they get it. Yes, it does.
No,
They can
look,
still win the
here's
division.
that.
They're not
No,
dead.
look. Do you know how they do the division? It's not just the division games. You could go 6-0 in your division, and you be 6-12 on the year and not win the division.
Yeah, but if they win those games, that's going to at least put them at 7 if they go 6-0. So
You think that the Eagles or Cowboys aren't going to win more than 7 games?
yeah, that division's trash. I'm just saying they're not dead. They're not
It's
dead.
over. It's over.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Them and the Vikings. Those are my teams. That I've just planted my flag to be like they can still win the division.
Look, did you see the article that came out about Caleb Williams? He was going on
No.
saying what Tex was saying about he'll make more money in college. He said that he goes, I'll make more money next year in college through NIL than I would as a rookie quarterback in the NFL. So he goes, I could choose to stay another year because I'd rather choose which team I go to. And he said he listed 5 teams that he would go to. And
Yep.
one of them was the Vikings. So I bet the Vikings are going to tank the rest of the year to get Caleb Williams.
One of them was the Niners.
Yeah, but there's no way he's going to the Niners.
I mean, you think we care about our first round picks? We'll trade them all for the next 10 years.
So you're saying Brock Purdy's not the guy. He's not the
You
answer.
said there's no way they could get that had nothing to do with it. I said you
But
said
to
there's
get
no way we
Caleb
could get
Williams,
it.
you're saying Brock Purdy's not the answer.
I mean, what's better to watch an all elite pro quarterback for him to learn the system under?
Who? Brock Purdy or Caleb Williams?
No, Brock Purdy.
He's going to learn it from Caleb Williams.
No, Brock Purdy's going to teach Caleb Williams. I mean, we already got 2 of everything else. On another quarterback, it seems like something Shanahan would do.
All right, you got a 3rd overall pick back up though.
True. That makes up for the Trey Lance thing. There you go. That's what they were up to.
You're welcome.
Glute thigh walker. Kenneth Walker, like 2 minutes into the game, had that one run where his butt cheek touched. That's the only time somebody's going to say it's not a good thing to be thick. That play was wild because a lot of fantasy teams were hanging in the balance there, one of mine included. And I was like, you got to be kidding me right out of the gate. This bozo play. 10 sacks for Seattle. And the New York Giants haven't scored a touchdown in MetLife Stadium in 10 months.
I don't know how they're so bad.
don't get
Good golly.
Like-
Well, I think it's like Daniel Jones has 96 million guaranteed or something like that, so they can't even trade him.
Oh gosh.
But they have like the same team as they had last year.
They don't have the Saquon wasn't out there. I mean, that's a pretty big piece.
I still don't.
So that game was terrible. Gino got hurt.
Yeah, I went to sleep at halftime.
I was 9 points off again from being in first because Waller instead of Breida. I made the decision in my DraftKings lineup. I played the showdown, $1, almost maxed it out. But the Seattle defense was the optimal captain. And a funny story is I was like, I made all my lineups and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go change one of these, throw the defense in the captain spot, just because it's freaking primetime game. Why not? And that ended up being the best lineup I had.
Tex won our contest because
I
of that.
did. Captain Breida. I was just looking that up.
So, but Wandale, hey,
He's their best wide receiver option. But they can't get it to him.
so
He should be running screens and stuff like that. Slants, hitches.
they should use him like they use Debo.
They're trying to use. They're
Wandale Robinson?
expecting the quarterback to be Josh Allen. Like they think that they're using Daniel Jones.
He's not
seeing
seeing the field, dude. I was watching some highlights of him, and there's
Do you see his face?
protection wise.
You see his face as he's looking out there. They zoom in on his face, and he's like, he's
He was
giving you
confused.
the. Yeah, he looks confused the whole time. His face is like, I'm not sure what I'm looking. Same with the Cowboys game. He's making the same face in the Cowboys game. Like after the first quarter, he just like look out there, totally
Is he seeing
confused and
ghosts?
bewildered. Oh yeah, dude, he's bewildered. He's beyond confused. He's bewildered.
It's
He
like
looks like that guy in the golf day, National Golf Day.
to me, it's like the first quarter hits and the gummy hits. Like when the first quarter starts,
Yeah.
the gummy hits, and he's just like spaced out, like he has no idea what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
He's not seeing protection. Like there's blitzes coming from like the weak side, and he's just like, you throw it into the blitz like right out of the gate. Like, what are you doing?
Boom.
Like that's 101.
Yeah.
Like you see the blitz, there you had numbers on the left side. There was one play I was watching Orlovsky talk about, and they blitz. I can't think it was a nickel blitz maybe, and there's one guy just running wide open over there, and he didn't even see it. So it's stuff like that. Anyways,
How much is that QB and how much of that is OL? I'm not saying he's not missing it, but
I think
sometimes
there's pieces missing on the offensive line that are
yeah.
causing him to have to make bad decisions. I
so
don't think it's all him for sure.
yeah, I think there's a lot going on there. Anyways, so yeah, I didn't win that, but I was 9 off. I mean, hey, Tex won the showdown. I keep putting the wrong ones in our whatevers.
Mm-hmm.
Butch, anything on this game?
Dude. No, that defense surprised me. Witherspoon, or what's that guy's name?
Yes, Devon
Is it
Witherspoon.
Witherspoon?
Yeah,
Holy smokes, that dude's a player.
yeah, he is.
Did
Bobby
he have
Bobby
3
Wagner had
picks?
17 tackles.
2 interceptions. I
Holy-
played their
yeah.
defense. 2
Bobby Wagner's
interceptions.
back playing with him.
Yeah,
11 sacks, fumble recovery, and only 6 points allowed. Gets you 30 points.
glad I stuck him in there. Won me some
Mhm.
money. All right, let's move on from that Monday night. That was atrocious. NFL news. Java, I believe you wrote this in there, and then we'll get to Thursday night injuries and weather for the
Yeah, so I
TNF.
saw a stat after the Bills ran the score up again on one of the NFL quote unquote air quote best teams. There's only 4 teams in the NFL history of the NFL that have scored 37 plus points in 3 straight games. Do y'all know who they are?
The Cowboys.
I'm saying the Bills, probably.
The Bills,
The Niners.
the Niners. No.
Yep.
No. Yeah, I said Niners. It's the Bills, Niners, Bills, Bills.
Oh,
You're asking for the whole
where the
list.
Cowboys at?
Where
Where the Cowboys at?
the Vikings at?
Not a good.
The Vikings put up
Not a
points.
good
I
start.
thought.
Hey, bro.
Not a good start to the week for Cowboys fans. Folks, we have got an inter-squad rivalry. My Niners take on Butch P and Texas Cowboys on Sunday night, and we're going to be
You
recording.
mean
during-
our Cowboys take on your Niners?
My Niners take on your Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Cannot wait. We're going to have to get somebody to send us something has to happen during the show while we're watching.
I don't normally do this, but I want to have chicken wings during that game. I can't eat them like I used to, but I want chicken wings during that game.
About chicken
Mm.
Why
stew.
can't you eat them
No,
like
dude,
you
no
used
chicken
to?
stew. No, dude, that's the grease. The grease, I can't do it, dude. I can't do it. I just feel like I have a terrible stomach ache the whole next day.
Chicken wing stew.
Yeah,
I thought you meant like you couldn't suck the meat off the bone anymore.
Oh.
Like you
Yeah, that's
no, I
that's
can
what
still
I was
suck on that
thinking
thing,
too. I was
dog.
like, what
I didn't-
happened?
I didn't know it was the grease.
Tex goes out and he's like, let's go get some wings.
Dude.
They're having a 25-cent special. Let me get 3 wings, please. That's all I can handle.
I only ordered 6. I'm like,
Chicken-
that's all I need. I just need
Chicken wings
6. That's
stew
all I
and
want.
almond milk.
Yeah, give me the kids.
Oh,
give me the kids
God.
tray. 6 wings. That's all I need.
Don't you bring those fries out here.
Nope.
I didn't bring my Prilosec OTC.
I get crippled the next day from
And
the
Tom-
grease.
What are you going to do during the game? You're going to eat chicken wings and
I'm
become
eating chicken
miserable
wings.
while you're
No,
watching.
no, I'm not gonna deep fry them. See, that's the thing. You gotta
Oh.
air. If you air fry them,
Ooh.
I can up it to like 12. Then I'm good.
He's just
Well,
going to be
then
sitting
air
there.
fry 'em.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, gosh.
But yeah, I
All
can't
right,
but I'm saying I can't go to restaurants anymore and order them because they don't. It's just they deep fry them and I just get put into a blender for the next
Shotgun
day.
blast.
Yep.
You're like that guy on the Notre Dame broadcast.
Mhm.
All right.
Like a
The
NASCAR
Panthers.
race.
The Panthers need a wide receiver 1 for Bryce Young.
They got Thielen.
Hey, wait a minute. Speaking of wide receivers,
They're in the march.
I'm looking at two Bills Drive.
Oh,
The top post right now. Diggs doesn't move on running plays.
He does it. If you watch him, he doesn't run a yard.
they don't run the ball.
Oh, dude, it's just they don't. He just gets out there and he knows he's not getting the ball. He just stands there.
You can
Oh,
tell
dude.
too because his
Time will eat
stance.
him alive.
His stance. He opens up the outside leg. And he's like facing towards the quarterback, like he's waiting for Josh Allen to send him in motion. And he just doesn't move off the line. It's hilarious.
That's so funny that people are mad about that. It's like, dude, he's not gonna. He went for like 180 yards and 3 touchdowns or whatever it was.
So that's my NFL news. Diggs will not move if you're running the ball. He's just gonna stand there and yell pass.
Dude, so I think it's hilarious that the Panthers like, we need a wide receiver 1, yet they just traded DJ Moore and Christian McCaffrey. And now they're realizing they have no weapons, which is what we said before the season even started. Andy Dalton threw for like 300 yards with those weapons. What are you talking? I'm so sick of these young guys like, oh, here they are. They got weapons now. Well, now they need new weapons. It's just a weapon all. I mean, it's like they're out there playing Call of Duty, running around picking up different weapons.
Last game for them too, Terrence Marshall, who I thought was like a deep threat, had like 6 or 7 catches for 35 yards. So I'm like, why are you not using him properly?
They don't. That's all you got to say. We just need weapons. So, I don't know. The same thing with Justin Fields now. He needs weapons, even though they said he had weapons during that preseason game. See what happens whenever y'all get Justin Fields some weapons, and then now he needs more weapons.
Yeah.
The rhetoric is unbelievable. It's annoying. Kelsey is mad about all the coverage. Shut up, dude. If you're listening, Travis Kelsey, shut up.
That's what he wanted.
I mean, what did you think was going to happen?
What do you mean, like double coverage or people knowing who he is?
the NFL is blowing
Coverage.
this Taylor Swift thing way out of
TV
proportion.
coverage.
They're just saying
17 cutaways on the game Monday night.
there's going to be a bet on that
Or
somewhere.
Sunday night, sorry. When Pacheco scored, when Pacheco high kneed from the 50 to the end zone, they immediately shot it up to T Swift. Not Pacheco doing his touchdown dance or celebrating with his teammates, T Swift.
When he started his high step at the 50. Yeah, but shut up, dude. What did you think was going to happen? We're sick of it. Get out of here. Anything on that, Tex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was all I had.
Butch. Stephon Diggs doesn't block during run plays.
It's right there on Two Bills Drive. That's all
Breaking news.
scouting you need to do.
Jonathan Taylor is back. He could play this week, and so is Cooper Kupp.
I doubt he plays.
So
Cooper
why
Kupp?
not?
Why would he at this point?
Ooh.
They're good.
When Kupp and Puka Nakua show up at practice, are they like that Spider-Man meme?
Or
They're
they're
pointing
like,
at each other.
Oh, what a duo. Like
Or
just out of
Zoolander.
nowhere.
Zoolander and Hansel as they walk by each other. All right, Tex. Let's get the primetime man-dime hot guy slide on the screen, and let's talk about this game, Washington and Chicago. Chicago is at Washington.
I'm still sharing. There you go.
Well, it's like your whole computer screen. Get it on the main screen.
Well, I have to have it on that screen so I can see the doc and you guys. Otherwise, I'm just looking at this the whole time. And I can't see where we're at.
You need a multiple screen.
I do have a
All right.
second screen.
Washington, Chicago. Chicago on the road, over under 44.5. Ew. All these primetime games have been terrible. Washington favored by 6. The primetime man-dime hot guys for week 5. But first, week 4, we gave you Gibbs. And this, hey, Dave Montgomery, we didn't know he was playing. So substitute Gibbs for Montgomery. That's what I meant. Jaden Reed, Jordan Love, and Gary from the Golden Bachelor. J-Vi, why don't you give us your primetime man-dime hot guy?
So, as hot as Sam Howell was last game, at the end of the game, I really wanted to play him. But I'm a guy that doesn't like to put the high-priced guys in the captain because then it really hurts me. So I went down. I'm like, who is he going to throw it to? Terry. He's been backing up.
Terry? Oh, Lord.
So I'm going Curtis Samuel.
He's in that
8,400
smoke.
to be in the captain spot.
And so the primetime man-dime hot guys are dudes that we think are going to be top performers, the ones that you're going to want to have in your lineups. Probably, maybe in the captain. Who knows? All right, Tex. Who's your primetime man-dime hot guy?
My hot guys are the football team D.
All 11 of them.
All 11 of them. And the special teams. So the kicker, punt returners.
Primetime game.
Kick returners.
We know the rules.
I'm pretty
telling you, man.
sure. Pretty sure Justin Fields has given up a defensive touchdown every week this year.
I'm pretty sure that. If I was just going back through and looking at his stats, he threw for 99 yards against Kansas City, 211 yards against Tampa Bay, and 216 against Green Bay. His only good game was against Denver last week, who
He fumbled. Cost him the game.
Cost him the game.
He definitely has a pick in every game.
One pick in every game. So, and he fumbles. He's fumbles.
He has 5 total on the year.
Yeah.
How popular do you think the Washington defense and
I captain
B. Ron Robinson? That's what we're gonna start calling him. Bijan and B. Ron.
That's why I'm playing them, because basically Justin
B. Rob.
Period.
All right. Dylon gave us. Well, we'll let Butch go first. But we're doing this for showdowns. For those of you listening who don't play DraftKings, don't know showdowns. You get 6 players. You get 1 in the captain spot. They get time and a half, 1/2 points, and you compete, and you try to get the top score. against thousands of other people most of the time. Okay.
All
Butch
right.
P.
So Dylon and myself, we're both on Bajan Robinson Jr. here.
B-Ron.
And
Bajan.
yes, Bajan Robinson Jr. And the reason is because it's clear as day, Chicago is god awful. They're still god awful. I don't care how well they played last week against Denver. That football team D is a must play. And dude, Washington Commanders will come out and they're going to pound the ball. They're going to score. Bajan Robinson, he's going to score 3 touchdowns, get that running game on fire. Football team's going to shut down the stagnant offense of this Bears. Man, they're bad. They're bad.
Yeah, they are bad.
So,
Chase Claypool's out again.
bad.
I forgot to mention that.
Claypool was out. Man, he was really going to be a difference maker for him.
Mhm.
That's one of the weapons they got.
Hey,
that's
all
the
these
weapon.
weapons, dude.
How are you going to have the first overall pick one year, trade it away for stuff, and then go back to back and get the next overall pick the following year and tell me that it's not your quarterback?
Hey, he doesn't have any weapons. Get that man some weapons. Come on. So far, we got the football team D, B-Ron Robinson, and Curtis Samuel. I'm going the other direction. DJ Moore, because they're going to be behind, and he's the only guy Justin Fields throw to other than Kmet in the red zone. So he wants to prove he's a wide receiver 1 so that he can get traded to Carolina, because Carolina is looking for a wide receiver 1, and DJ Moore fits that offense well.
What if they traded? Wait, no, never mind. That wouldn't work.
So what do you think's going to happen here, J-Vi, for this game?
What if they
you
traded
had to
Matt
cheer up-
Corral or DJ Moore?
We had to cheer up Chicago fans again before this even starts. That's what we'll do.
Or did they release him already? They may have released him.
I think for Chicago fans, what you get to be cheered up about is that the NHL preseason has started, and you'll get to see, your number 1 overall pick in action soon.
Bedard, he scored last night. So there you go. Bears fans are probably going to watch this. I wouldn't be surprised if Chicago won, because I don't really know what to make of Washington.
I feel like Washington gets behind every game and they make some drastic comeback.
I want to say their defense is good, but then every
Except for
time I
last
watch
week, and they blew it
yeah,
against the
should have gone
Eagles.
for 2. Should have gone for 2. I want to
Should
say their
have.
defense is good, and then I'm like,
They're supposed to have like a great defensive line, and they just
Yeah.
never. They get any pressure on the Bills.
they haven't got any pressure on anyone. I don't know how many sacks.
Is Chase Young back?
Yeah, but he's on the sidelines. He's looking good on the sidelines.
Makes sense.
So, anyways, so that's the Thursday night football game. Tex, do you have anything to add on that?
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right, hit the slide clicker and let's go over these. Don't hand me no lines. We start in London with Jacksonville and Buffalo. Buffalo's the home team. Over under 48. Buffalo favored by 5.5. How are we feeling across the pond? British Bill.
I think the only thing I'm concerned about is the Bills aren't traveling until Thursday night. So they're going to land
Oh,
Friday.
really?
Yeah, they
Confirmed,
land
that's what-
Friday morning. So it's like, what do? Do you take a nap? Do you try to stay up? So then really you only have Saturday to recover before you play Sunday. That'd kind of be my only concern about it. That and we did lose Trey White for the year. So I don't know what we're going to do at DB. But
Tomorrow.
Dude,
Put tomorrow.
and the Jags, haven't the Jags been out there?
yeah, they played last week in London. So they stayed out there.
Is there a Toy Story game?
Yes.
No.
That's a shame.
I saw what they did, how they did that though. They put chips in all the players' shoulder pads, so they were getting signal from those chips. So they basically turned it into like a Madden, because that was the view. If you watch that game, that was the view that you saw, was that Madden all 22 from behind the quarterback.
Yeah.
That was like how they showed it, which was cool
Oh.
because you could see how, if Kirk was actually open or if he threw it, into a space. I don't know.
I did wonder how they did that. Now, Buffalo, would this count as has Buffalo lost at home yet? Would this count as a home
No,
loss?
we haven't lost at home yet, no.
They're the home team, Tex.
Because we lost in Jersey. So we haven't even lost in the state of New York yet.
So, well, this has to go whenever it shows the home if they lose their home record, which will affect their playoff, right? Isn't that a tiebreaker?
Yep.
Maybe.
Oh, wow. Crucial home game for the Bills.
We historically play bad against the Jaguars, too.
You're right about the Dolphins, though, last week.
Dude.
So, everybody knows the Bills.
I was thinking, man, I think the Jags do have like a huge advantage on that travel deal for
Yeah.
sure.
I would have left
Like-
maybe tonight, if not. But it's like they wanted to get one practice in at home, which makes sense. Like, guys are
They are at
rehabbing.
home.
Well, in New York. Like, guys are rehabbing. Like, I get that. But I don't know.
Dude, those planes are probably so big you can rehab on the bus. You mean to tell me they can't put in a... Well, they need to rehab. That's what you don't need much to rehab.
Von Miller could come back this week, too.
Trust me. Wow, first time in front of the home fans.
Yeah.
All right. So the Bills, they win or no?
Anyway,
Yeah.
All right, Houston at
it's gonna be
Atlanta.
close.
Let's burn through these. You just spent like 10 minutes on that game.
Oh, well, that was the Bills. We're going to spend 10 minutes on the Niners and Cowboys game.
Nobody wants to hear about
Houston-
the Bills. Diggs doesn't move
Houston-
on running plays. We already talked about it.
And they don't run the ball. Houston at Atlanta. Atlanta favored by 2 somehow. Baltimore at Pittsburgh. Over-under's 38. I think that's the lowest of the weekend. Saints at the Patriots. These are some just god-awful games. Panthers at the Lions. Lions are favored by 10, over-under 44.5. Giants at the Dolphins. Dolphins favored by 11.5, over-under 48.5. Tennessee at Indianapolis. Tennessee favored on the road, over-under 40.5. Cincinnati at Arizona. Cincinnati favored by 3, over-under 44.5. Eagles at Rams, over-under 50.5. Eagles favored by 4.5. Chiefs at Vikings. Chiefs favored by 4.5, over-under 53. And then the Jets at the Broncos. Jeez. We got the black lung. Jets at Broncos. Broncos favored by 1.5, 43.5. See over-under. Browns, Bucks, Chargers, Seahawks on a bye. I guess, we're getting ready to talk about those, the games we like, because we'll talk about the ones that tickle our fancy. So let's hit the next slide there. Slate of emergency, week 5 for the Mainscape Sunday slate for DraftKings. These are games we're looking at, and 2 jabronis did not follow the rules. So, whatever. All right, we had 2 games that are over 50. Kansas City, Minnesota, Philadelphia at the LA Rams. So, Butch P, since yours and mine are the only ones on the main slate, Butch P, you go first.
He's
Butch
not
P
there.
is gone. I didn't even see it. Oh, geez. Butch P, you're going to go first on the main slate. Minnesota, Kansas City, over under 53.5. And you put your own spread up there because I changed it like 3 times in the doc and it kept going back.
Bro, yeah. Dude, the Kansas City Swifties, they have a huge advantage here. It's a home game for them. Taylor Swift is going to be there. It's going to be the loudest halftime show that Minnesota's ever experienced before in their life. And the Kansas City Swifties will beat Minnesota at their second home by 11.5. So they're going to clear it by 2 touchdowns. And Kelsey and Pacheco will have 2 touchdowns apiece.
What is the actual line?
3.5 or 4.5.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, I kept changing it. He kept it's 4.5.
Because I looked at it and I was like, "There's no way that's real."
He kept changing it. I was like, "Do you know something I don't know?" And he goes, "It's my gut." Oh, okay, all right. Now I got it. Okay. Now, last week we gave you Houston, Pittsburgh, San Francisco, Arizona, Carolina, Minnesota, Chicago, Denver. All those are pretty good games to target. I'm doing it. I'm doing it, boys. You see it on your screen. I was looking at these other games, and I'm like, some of these games just suck. So I went down to the well. I grabbed a bucket. I grabbed one of those things you put on your shoulder so you can carry 2 buckets. And I went down there, and I dropped that bucket down in the well, and I pulled up a little bit of Zach Wilson, Russell Wilson, a Wilson off. They should have a trophy for this game that is from Castaway with Tom Hanks, and they play with a volleyball. That's the tweet. That's what we're gonna do. The Wilson Trophy game.
The Wilson Bowl.
Yes,
The Wilson Trophy game. We play
dude.
for
Yes,
bowl games in football. Come on, get
that's
it
what I'm
together.
saying, dude. We got to play for trophies. We got to do something.
Wilson Bowl game. We'll just
Yes.
We'll mail the winner.
Yes,
volleyball.
Tom Hanks will go to the stadium and actually hand out. He's going to show up with the beard and no shirt on a fake ship and parachute down in, and he's going to hand out the winner of the Wilson Bowl. The reason,
I like that.
okay, it's only
I like
1.5 spread favor Denver. Denver is giving up 44 points per game their last 3 games. Wilson is hotter than Mahomes right now because he just outplayed him. And I'm going to have a little something for you next slide, too, that's going to make you puke your brains out like you just chugged Epicac. So the Wilson Bowl, that's where I'm headed. J-Vi.
So I wrote down San Francisco, Dallas, and I did it on not even thinking about it not being the Sunday slate. So I'll give you a Sunday slate game just looking at it, and I'll give you some stuff with it. I'll go with the Giants at the Dolphins.
And
I say
that
that
one actually was
because
11 points.
Yeah, you're not going to put the spread at 11 points and me not play it.
Woo,
Because the Giants, Daniel Jones can't score a touchdown at home. He scores them on the road. They play better on the road. The Bills played the Broncos when Vic Fangio was there and beat them and scored 48 points on them then. So DeBall knows how to play that defense. So
I like this. That's nice.
I'd
Are
look
you
into
saying
that.
the Giants side?
I'm just saying I think the Dolphins will win, but I'm saying there's points to be had there.
How low do you think Daniel Jones' ownership is going to be?
Pretty low.
How many weapons do you think Daniel Jones need to have in this game?
That's what we should do is go do an over-under weapons. Like we should put a spreadsheet out that just has how many weapons does this quarterback have. That should be our next project. It's the next blog. Good old weapon off. All right. Tex.
Trevor Lawrence last week threw for 77% completion. Josh Allen was 84%.
Ooh.
This is a quarterback off. It's a quarterback bowl. At the are they playing at the Wembley?
I think they're playing at Tottenham.
Isn't Lawrence 16 and Allen 17?
Yeah, it's Tottenham.
This is gonna be a game, boys. This is gonna be a fun game to watch.
I wish we could play it on the main slate, like this slide says.
Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun game to watch. This is
best
gonna be the most fun game of the weekend.
The best part about this game, and this is the best. This is good for me, is that I'm going to be watching it on a plane, so I won't be able to get text messages or anything. So it's going to be great.
Oh, that'd
to
be nice
watch
though.
it in peace and quiet.
You could have you a couple little airplane bottles.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you have it, folks. Denver and the Jets in the Wilson Bowl. Giants and the Dolphins in the day ball Fangio Bowl. The what do we want to call that? Brian Daboll, Vic Fangio. The Dangio Award. Tony Danza.
No, the
Tony D-
Bulgio.
The Bulgio trophy. Just a picture of both their heads stuck together
Like
under
they're
the
conjoined twins.
And then we had I lost all train of thought there. Buffalo and Jacksonville is not a main slate game, but is a home game for the Bills, and then the Chiefs and the Vikings. All right, let's get to the guys that we want to ride.
This is another great weekend full of games. I just want to put that out there. Another great weekend full of games that the NFL has looked into.
Yep,
it's great.
Starting tomorrow night with Commanders and Bears.
Up and down. Well, yeah, maybe not Thursday, but Sunday to Monday, up and down. Great slate of games. Great slate.
Even though I just said they sucked.
You're trying to throw people off. They don't play them.
Hey, 7 different kinds of smoke. All right, hit the next slide. Let's ride some guys here. Here we go. This is the guys we like. Sunday slate of emergency week 5. Guy off. Week 4, we gave you Fields and Stroud. Hope you played him at quarterback. Hope you didn't play these guys at wide receiver, Chark, Downs, and Mims. Hope you played these defenses, Bucks, Vikings, Broncos. Hope you played the running back for Denver, not Javonte, but the other guy. And then tight ends, Goddard, Ferguson, Everett. Now this week, we will let's go defense first. We've won the toss and we defer. We're going defense first. Tex, tell us what you're looking at.
I mean, all these guys play the worst offenses in the league pretty much. And they've all been pretty good as of late, except for the Dolphins last week. But Ritter they played the Bills. Ritter is out. I'm pretty sure as starter. Who is their starter in Atlanta now? Heineke?
Zoolander meme. Who am I?
Exactly.
Wait, he really got benched?
I don't know. I'm not sure if he's benched.
First reported here, though,
I'm getting it out there. He's benched.
Wow, you're calling for that man's job? Wow.
If he's not benched, he definitely needs to be there.
The Giants are terrible. So we all know what's going to happen there. And
they're
Carolina
terrible, but they're not dead.
Yeah, they're not dead. They're dying, but they're not dead. He's not dead yet. And Carolina has no line, and Bryce Young. As soon as you get
out of all the Wilson, he's trying to throw more interest into the Wilson Bowl.
As soon as you get close to me stumbling that ball, he don't want to get hit at all. He's just trying to survive this season.
Oh, he's got to have more weapons, though.
Have more weapons.
More weapons. We need a weapon off. We need to screen. All right, there's your defenses. Plug them in your lineups. Don't yell at us if they suck. All right, Butch P, RBs, you have the meats.
Dude. Ryder is still the starting quarterback in Atlanta. That was said on Monday. But to the running backs, we're going with Monty Montgomery from Detroit Lions, 6,600, because Carolina sucks.
They do.
And they're horrible at stopping the run.
And running the ball.
And if Minnesota was any better, they would have been able to score more effectively with Madison and that offense. But Kirk likes to turn the ball over too much in the red zone. That's why they're 1-3. And the Lions will not have that problem.
No, they will not. And Jahmyr Gibbs is going to go off probably. All right. J-Vi, where are we going? Take us out wide.
So last week I told you I gave myself self-imposed penalty of has to be 4K and below. So I went into this week as well thinking I got to redeem myself. Well, looking at the players that are available in that price range, there's 6 or 8 players in that price range you can choose from. And I already told you 3 of them. They were terrible. So I think I have to up my price up a little bit. I'm probably going to stop at around 5,500 and below, but this week I did 4,500. But I'll start with my guy still below that 4K, Michael Williams, Arizona, 3,700. Last week he had his coming out party against the almighty 49ers defense. Put up over 100.
That's not even his name.
Michael Williams?
That's not his name.
Yeah, it is.
It's not.
It's something Williams. It was Michael.
I don't think it's Williams.
Yeah, it is.
That's the thing. And Mike Williams got.
Mike Williams is
he played
hurt.
He
He's
played for
not
the
playing,
Chargers
dude.
and got hurt. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's Williams. Anyway,
I'm looking it up right now. You are not going to get away with this on
wide
that show.
receiver 1
Go ahead.
now
You're
for
thinking-
the
go ahead.
I
Cardinals.
still thinking, did the Chargers play the Niners last week?
Well, my second guy.
Are you talking about
I'm
Wilson? Michael Wilson.
Wilson, yes. Mike
It's
Wilson.
Michael Wilson. He's part of the Wilson Bowl. You're trying to
Hey.
take him out of the Wilson Bowl.
I was
Well,
trying to take
yeah,
him out of the
dude.
Wilson Bowl. Dang it. That was on me. Must have autocorrected Williams on my
Oh,
phone.
You
when I was
misspelled
typing
Mike. You misspelled Mike Heel.
it. Don't do these
hell
things
is
at 2 in the morning. All right. Well, I'm going
Shield.
Mike
to
Heel.
Boyd because T. Higgins is out. And then I'm going to Aaron Lazard because
Allen.
Alan Lazard.
Oh,
because Wilson is getting confident. And they're playing Denver.
Oh my gosh. I don't know who the hell Aaron Lazard and Mykel Williams. Plug him in your lineup.
so
Hey,
what we're doing here is we're going to drop back and punt.
yep. Hey, I told you,
We
Slim,
deferred to the second half. We got the ball and we fumbled the kickoff on the opening
it's
second
Slim
half.
Pickens down there at 4K and
dude.
below.
You're playing dudes from the Canadian Football League. Oh, all right. Here you go, boys. The leaders of your DraftKings rosters here. The quarterbacks. Where are we going? Where am I going? I'll tell you where I'm going. I'm going out west. I'm going to hop on a train all the way to LA where we're riding Matt Stafford, getting Cooper Kupp back and Puka Nacua. He's going to cost you $5,600. They're playing Philly at home. In Philly, hold on, I wrote, yeah, LA's at home. Philly has a worse air defense than the Rhino in the Ace Ventura movie. Philly's air defense is straight dookie. It's the opposite of suffocating. So that reference to Ace Ventura doesn't make any sense.
What is the opposite of suffocating? Breathing?
Air purifiers. Remember our mom used to have those?
Yeah.
Dehumidifiers.
That doesn't make any sense either.
So anyways, Matt Stafford.
Oh, it's not fun when somebody
Yeah.
yells at you back.
Matt Stafford.
I've been putting AK in blenders for years.
My how the tables have turned. My how the turntables turn.
Yeah.
And then that's your first quarterback, your second quarterback. Zach Willie in the Wilson Bowl.
You really
He's
think
priced
so?
below Tyrod Taylor down there at 4,900.
So you're
But let's go down.
not going to put him that low and you not play him.
Cat, do you want to talk about the Wilson Bowl and being a castaway, dude? Sign me up. Grow my beard out. Give me a volleyball and shove me out there.
You're going to you're going to put him in your lineup.
Oh,
Will you captain him in a showdown?
no, I'm not playing showdowns. But if I would. Oh, I would. And if I do, I will get. Look, if he scored, what's the over under? He's got to score more than 20.
Butch, make a showdown for that game.
If he
Dude,
Wilson
there's
Bowl.
What's gonna
there's
be the-
backup quarterbacks that are priced higher. Than
Yeah, I said
Wilson.
Tyrod Taylor.
We should
You're
have
talking
a
about
Wilson
a dude who
Bowl,
just
a
outdueled
Wilson Bowl
Mahomes.
showdown.
If he scores more than
Trubisky,
20 points,
Browning, Tyrod Taylor, Marcus Mariota.
is he even in the league?
He is. Back
Yeah.
up.
Eagles.
Okay. Anyways,
Oh.
if he scores more than 20, I will get a Wilson Ball trophy and put it somewhere in my screen.
You got no room left.
I'm gonna be like Bobby or Ricky Bobby driving with a Fig Newton sticker across my windshield. Anyways,
Kyler Murray at 5,900.
Is he playing?
Yeah.
No.
because he's got Mashiel Williams out there to throw the ball to. All right, and then tight ends from Dylon, from the Ethernet, from the quantum realm. Tyler Conklin, because he's getting 5 targets a game. Who's the tight end for that? Dylon knows. Dylon's on board. Tyler Higbee, because Philly couldn't stop a pass on the highway. Man, I wrote some really bad Philly aired pass defense jokes. And then Travis Kelce, because the Minnesota defense can't stop anybody. So 3,200, 4,100, 7,600. And then Sunday night, boys, we've got Dallas at San Francisco. San Francisco favored by 3.5, over under 45. I'm going to let the Cowboys fans have a little party. What do you think of this game, Tex? Quickly.
I mean, I think, I'm going to ask you a question first. Do you think if the 49ers wouldn't have played the Cowboys in the first round, that they would have made it all the way to the Super Bowl? Because we took so much out of them in that first game and ended up getting Brock Purdy hurt in the second game, that they would have, if
You're
they
really going to
had
sit
to play
up
the
here.
Cowboys. I'm just going to put it back on you. I think that last year the Cowboys didn't beat the 49ers in their game that they played, but they beat them in the next game because of how hard they had to work. So they really won in the end by making them so tired that Brock Purdy blew his elbow out.
Here's what I'm going to say. You think you wore us out? We had you so worn out. You put your running back at center.
We had to put our running back at center to give you guys a break.
We beat you so bad you didn't even know who to put where.
We had to
You
have our tight end run straight out of bounds whenever he caught the ball without
you're out there
keeping his
playing
feet in
Toy
bounds so
Story
that you guys
football.
can catch your breath.
Toy Story football. You might as well have been with your running back at center. What was this, NFL
But
blitz?
anyways, my
6
point
guys on the
is
field.
that we beat you last year. Maybe not in our game, but we definitely beat you in the second game because we beat you up that bad, and we're going to beat you again this year on the field by at least 2 touchdowns.
No.
Yes.
You're going to find out.
Purdy gets hurt this game. Sprains his finger.
Whoa, dude.
Non-throwing hand injury.
Wow, you heard it here. This is what the Cowboys fans do, folks.
No contact.
Non-throwing hand, yeah. Non-throwing hand, non-contact injury. He sprains his finger. Packing his dip.
Like Justin Herbert.
Yep.
And his middle finger cast. I love how nobody's even said anything about how they were worried about plays that worked out. And so now the Cowboys are playing a little game of their own. They got Trey Lance, who reportedly, have been picking the brain of former San Francisco 49ers quarterback Trey Lance to get a good handle on the offensive scheme. Spoiler alert, the reason he's not in San Francisco is because he doesn't know the offense. So the Dallas Cowboys trying to pull a little tampering.
He was there for 2 years.
Yeah,
that's not
he never
tampering.
played. Tampering.
They tried
Butch
to start
P, what
him.
do you think of this game?
He did play. See, AK is already catching himself now because he did play. He's got hurt.
He got hurt because he played.
Oh, that's right up your alley because you're wishing for injury.
Doesn't know his own team. Incredible. Disgusting.
He beat out Brock Purdy.
Butch, what do you think of this game?
He did.
Brock Purdy Wally pipped Trey Lance.
If Trey Lance was healthy, would he still
Is Trey Lance the new Wally Pip?
Oh, that's a good question.
I hope they put Trey Lance in on a package just for this game. Butch P, thoughts?
Dude, revenge game for Trey Lance for sure, but he's going to have to do this one on the sidelines. I think this game is going to be more of a shootout than it is a defensive game.
Going against the conventional wisdom.
Hey, there's a lot of going on in this game. So, man, these teams know that there's a good chance they could face each other in the playoffs. A good chance.
100%.
So, I mean, I don't
100%.
think in week 5 that you're going to throw everything you got in this game just to prove a point on both sides. So there's going to be I think there's going to be a lot more points scored than what people think. I would take the over.
To echo that, here's the quarterbacks the Cowboys defense has faced. This was a really interesting stat.
Mhm.
Daniel Jones, Zach Wilson, Josh Dobbs, Mac Jones. That's the Cowboys. The most pass attempts was 28. The 49ers defense has faced Pickett, Stafford, Daniel Jones, Josh Dobbs. So 2 common opponents. The Niners in those games had the ball thrown on them 46, 55, 32, and 41. So people ran the ball against Dallas, and they throw the ball against the 49ers.
Yeah,
So where I'm going with
let's
that
go.
is,
Mhm.
it looks like this game is going to be on the arm of your quarterback. Can he deliver? Now I got him
Interception.
shaking, J-Vi.
If the referee could run down and put the ball, do his job, we would have got a kickoff in that game. So he was back there in the back, just
Already blaming the
lollygagging,
refs.
and then he's like, you can see him. He's like, oh shoot, I
Jack
need to
legging
go running
around.
up here and spot the ball. So, dude, yeah. So
Already blaming
and
the
now
refs.
see
You heard
him,
it here
it's been a
first.
point of emphasis on the referees that they get up there and they spike that ball. They grab the ball and it's ready to go. You know.
Mm.
So there you go.
Already
There you
blaming the
have it.
refs. Classic Cowboys.
I'm not blaming
Okay.
the ref. I'm
You
just
were
Blaming
saying.
the refs. You
I've
already
already
did.
told
You're
you.
bringing up-
I've already told you what's going to happen. 2 touchdowns.
Like
Okay.
Dez Bryant, that was the catch.
Mm.
No, we're going to be watching that live while we do this. Okay, let's get into our final segment and run down some college football, some how dare yous. How dare you segment.
How dare you? How dare you?
How dare me? How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you, sir? You're gross.
How dare you?
My screen's ready whenever you guys are.
Hey, let's go up there.
All right. I can't see. I have it my whole screen covered.
I think AK froze.
Oh no.
Oh, his mic is muted.
Oh, great.
Hey, I'm back.
You just
I'm
wasted 25 seconds of gold.
Dude, it played
Start
like
talk-
3 times.
We already did. We
I don't
already did
need-
the rundown.
What, the Really Neat Outfitters?
Everything.
Everything.
No, you didn't.
You're gonna do it anyway. So.
Segment's brought to you by Really Neat Outfitters. Promo code GO. Spend $60 to get free shipping, 10% off your order. Check out Really Neat Outfitters. Our passions are family, salty hair and smiles. Coast Florida, Carolina roots make our designs as original as every playoff bracket we make for the college football playoff. Go buy our hats. I'm cooking one up tomorrow, boys. I'll send it out.
Fun.
All right, college football.
Yeah, fun college football fact before we get started. Coach of Jacksonville State is
I have a more fun college football fact.
Riley Green.
J-Vi should know this.
Jacksonville State.
Jacksonville State, because we just talked about him last week.
Bowden.
Rich Rodriguez.
Oh,
They're 4-1 right now, and they're coming back from they were down 23-7 before the half, and they've come back all the way to lead 24-23 in the fourth quarter.
what a game.
What a game. It's
Here's
been a
my-
great game to watch.
Here's my fun
Dude,
stat.
I'm pretty sure Riley Green was a quarterback for them.
It's not him now.
Your arch nemesis.
Well, I know.
Wow, dude, way to get served.
Oh,
All right. Here's my fun fact. Utah's football team, all 85 of them through an NIL deal, get Dodge Ram 1500s.
That's legit. That's a legit
do what?
NIL deal.
All scholarship players.
We're going to talk baseball here in a minute, too, so I got to get my baseball chaw in.
Yeah, Utah football team, they all get Ram trucks, 1500s.
Climb
So
that
here's
mountain.
the ironclad lock games that will deliver. Or do we want to talk about the playoff first?
Just
I
playoff
thought
model.
we were doing how dare yous.
That's after this, Butch.
So why do we run?
We switched it up. Let's do the playoff first. Here's a look at our first playoff update because our playoff keeps getting bamboozled. We got 22 undefeateds remaining, 17 Power Fives, 5 Group of Fives. And this is what it looks like. Air Force is off this week. Kentucky plays Georgia. Washington State plays UCLA. USC plays somebody. I don't know. Thoughts, and number 5, Maryland, and number 6, Ohio State, are actually in the playoff, and they're actually facing off, unlike the play-in game of Texas and Oklahoma, because Texas didn't do enough for us last week to get to the 5 or the 6. So, thoughts?
I think you.
They didn't do enough for you.
Well, no, I think AK and his one-man committee is doing exactly the same thing that the actual real committee does, and he's forgetting about the little guys.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Because
Well, he's got Air Force in there.
And Washington State.
Hey, that was my
Washington
vote.
State. They're not a little guy.
I'm not disagreeing with the 4. I'm okay with the 4. What I'm upset with is number 6. Because they're playing number 5. That should actually be a play-in game as well.
Hey.
So we should have 2 play-in games.
Should have done. You're right. Should have.
And
been
you
2 playing.
completely forgot about Fresno State, who is. Hey, they're not in the mile. They're not in your mile. Fresno State. They might play at 10:30.
And Marshall.
They're undefeated and ranked.
So you're saying don't sleep on them?
That is my don't sleep on them game. Fresno State at Wyoming, and Wyoming's played every game close.
Every game.
1-1, even Texas. Even
No,
when
they
they
play
didn't play Texas close.
They're
Yes,
a
they
bad. They're a bad play away at Texas from being undefeated.
Yep,
Not true.
and they'd be in the model.
Mm.
You guys didn't
I had to
watch
put
that game,
Maryland
did
and
you?
Ohio State. You didn't come to the
Dude.
committee meeting.
There was no meeting. You're over there in your own room. Hacking away at your keyboard.
I'll tell you that
You're
right now.
just hacking away at your keyboard,
Trying to make that
laughing
stupid
maniacally.
Dude, I'm the college football czar. College football playoff czar.
Yeah.
Tex, you have any initial thoughts on this?
College football, Lennon. The playing game hasn't changed, even though Texas and Oklahoma are the 2 highest ranked playing teams going into this weekend, and you keep putting them on the playing game, thus making this ranking and playoff bracket null and void outside of Air Force and Kentucky.
You like Kentucky at 1?
Oh yeah, I like Kentucky at 1. That's a good one. I like Air Force at 2 too.
They have a sick logo.
Yeah.
Kentucky does.
Texas is a solid 3 with 10 first place votes.
They didn't have any in our poll.
Hey, I might get boots on the ground this weekend to see what number 3 has. I'm gonna be out there.
You're gonna be,
You're
at
gonna
the
be
Red
out there
River
in
River?
Pullman.
No, they're
Are you-
playing at USC.
Oh, okay.
Oh, battle of the SCs. If Washington State wins,
No, USC's playing Arizona.
yeah.
Mm.
Which game are you going to then?
I might go to Arizona and USC.
I thought you were
Oh,
talking
that's
about
number 4.
You said number 4, yeah.
Oh, I can't read
You
the
said
small.
number
I was
three.
sitting there. I
We're
was sitting
already-
there looking
yeah,
like,
we
you're going to
we were like-
Pullman?
I can't read the small writing. I thought I didn't realize he was doing a Japanese map here. Usually it goes 1, 2, 3, 4.
Dude, that's the exact picture from the.
No, the 3 is diagonal from 2. Because
No,
you're
it's
1.
not.
2 and 3. No, 2 and 3 face each other in the playoff. So they're on.
This
the
is
same
why you
side.
can't be on the committee. You don't even know which SC you're talking about and where numbers are.
Yeah,
I thought we were listed. I thought it was done the rankings because they don't just do the matchups. They do 1, 2, 3, 4.
now he's
When
doing
No,
a
that's-
bracket.
That's not the graphic I had.
bracket. That's the bracket. It looks just like the March
Spa-
Madness bracket.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get a bigger one if we're gonna keep adding playing games. So like put another. I guess I could do that. Just put another. I got it. Anyway, I'll forget. Anyway,
Oh, gosh.
Don't need to brainstorm on air.
Anyway,
there's still 17
let's go.
teams. 22 teams. All right. Okay. All right. Let's get through these. There's the playoff model. Don't sleep on them game for me. Marshall at NC State, baby. That is going to be a barn burner. Do not sleep on that game. Marshall still undefeated. NC State switching to the freshman, getting rid of
Dude,
old lefty there. It's a big game for NC State. This could be their second win over an ACC team, right?
somebody need to answer their text messages. Got like 33 of them.
All right. And then William and Mary, baby, the Fighting Rios. Taking on the Virginia Cavaliers. This is going to have some dog in it now. We got boots on the ground there. We got a rebound here. Ride or tribe. Tribe it and true. And then my playoff model, Wazoo's got to hold firm. That 3 spot's been shaky the last few weeks for us. Wazoo's got to hold firm. All right, J-Vi, let's go ahead.
Well, as I said earlier, my don't sleep on them game. Fresno State at Wyoming. Fresno State's rolling. Wyoming's putting up a tough fight with everybody. My game that got that dog in it is for the last 3 years. Kentucky's been undefeated until they finally play somebody. In their first game they play somebody is Georgia. And then they go down the hill after that. So that game has a dog in it, Ugga. So we're going to go with that game that has that dog in it and find out what Kentucky's about. Playoff model jump, Maryland at Ohio State, because it should be a play-in game to see who plays in the second play-in game that Texas will play in against for the championship play-in game.
Yes, we have a play-in game to get to the play-in game, the play-in game. There we go. Tex.
Do you remember the Maryland Ohio State game from last year? Anybody?
What the like back and forth?
Oh yeah, it was back and forth until like the last 15, 20 seconds of the game. They strip sacked Tua's little brother, Talia, and they ran that back. But it was a great game, back and forth. Maryland's getting revenge this year. Still got Talia back there running around at QB. Don't sleep on this one for sure. Then LSU looking to bounce back big time after a couple tough weeks against Mizzou.
Big game
Just
for Mizzou.
Tiger Bowl.
Tiger Bowl. Yes, we need a Frosted Flakes Bowl.
Bro,
And then-
Mizzou's undefeated too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're 5-0. And then the game everybody's been
this
waiting
playoff
for
model.
all year. The 2 teams who run the Big 12, OU, Texas.
More like running from the Big
Longhorns.
12.
Yo!
Longhorns.
Man, how do nobody say State Fair during the October activities?
Wow. Nobody goes.
Butch P. Right.
I've never been to the State Fair. Well, I talk about
Me
it.
either.
Me neither.
Butch P. Butch P. Louisville and Kentucky both 5-0 for the first time ever.
Hey, here we go. The great state of Miami right here. We're looking at don't sleep on them. Notre Dame and Louisville. Okay. Notre Dame got through the Devils. They hate convicts. They hate devils. Now they're on to Cardinals. That is our state bird. Not Kentucky's. I'm sure Tex knows that one. But
Oh, yeah.
here we go. Louisville is 5-0 for the first time in a long time. From the last time they were 5-0. So don't sleep on them. Louisville Cardinals are back. Kentucky's back. And they're not even playing basketball yet, boys and girls. That is a basketball state. So we're going with that dog in it. There is no dog in this game, but there will be a dog. there somewhere, and it's in those hearts of the Cardinals. And then bird dogs will be treating that cardinal, and they're gonna be looking up at that limb and seeing that cardinal up there, preying on them Notre Dame Fighting Irish with their old Lucky Charms, wishing for another win. Okay, Hartman it's not coming down to the last play, man. You can't just keep stringing these out. The Cardinals will win this thing, and that will be the biggest jump in the playoff jump is this Louisville Cardinal team making it in. That should be a play-in game. How's that not a play-in game?
We need another one.
Another play-in game right here.
Undefeated's only.
Kentucky State Bird, Cardinal.
Well, I'll get a tweet together. I got to write down these tweet ideas.
Wait, Kentucky's State Bird is the same as ours?
Yep. It's like for 11
Oh.
states. Cardinal.
That would make sense because the
Oh.
Louisville Cardinals. Full
Hey.
circle.
All right, there is no dog, but there will be a horse.
Hey,
in
there's
this.
some birds in that game, though. Always be birding.
All right, let's get into how
That
dare you.
That Churchill is going down. Sorry, Notre
Good.
Dame. You go to church, your Churchill's
don't
going
know.
down, and the
No,
Louisville.
dude, touchdown Jesus is gonna be holding it up.
All right, how dare you? I'm going to go first. I didn't want Kirby Smart to come after us. So I put up Smarties and the Ugga dog. I didn't want to get in trouble, but we still could. Kirby Smart, how dare you, you coward, as you stand up there in front of the microphone and brag about the SEC and how every team should be ranked. Well, let's take a look at your season thus far as an SEC conference. The record against the top 25 for the SEC so far, this article was written 2 weeks ago. 1-4 against top 25. Record against Power 5 schools out of conference, 3-6. And the only ranked win they had was when Ole Miss beat Tulane. And they shouldn't have even won that game. So how dare you, Kirby Smart, sit up there and try to poach the media with every team in the SEC should be ranked, whenever clearly when you play outside your conference, you get embarrassed. How dare you, J-Vi?
My how dare you goes out to NFL social media, and as your banner, I guess it was Instagram, maybe Twitter or something, they changed it to 3 pictures of Taylor Swift.
Yep, saw that.
How dare you? Everybody's tired of seeing it.
Stop it.
Cut it out.
Don't cut to her 17 times during
No.
the game. I just won't watch a Chiefs game.
Nope. I'm not going to
Won't
do
do
it.
it.
Oh,
Can't do it.
Even,
Right.
even though it was my game.
Hey.
No, it wasn't my game. It was one of the games. It was Butch's game.
wow, Swifty.
It's my game because she's probably going to live. That's going to be their next.
Heard it here first, people.
Tex, what's
Taylor
yours?
Swift, Breeze Air. Mine is baseball. I realized that they put the Tampa Bay game on at 3 because nobody goes to those games. There's like 19,000 people. The lowest attendance since 1919, according to an article I read on ESPN, which is like back when those stadiums only fit 19,000
I was going to say, those stadiums are sold out now.
So I know why they did that. But I couldn't even watch the games. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But the game's on, hang on, let's see here. Saturday.
Maybe
TBD.
they knew that Texas was going to destroy them.
Yeah, they just absolutely did destroy him. It was beautiful. Watched the highlights. It was nice to see. Playing ball still. Swept the series 2-0.
That's a dangerous team when they're that hot going
Yep.
into the playoffs.
Hot right now.
2-0. What kind of series? Best of 3? I
3-game
guess?
series.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's best of 3. Butch P, what's your how dare you?
Dude, I was going to go how dare you on the rider, but as I'm watching this bottom ticker here, I'm looking at these standings. These standings are bull malarkey because you got
Bull jive.
overall 7 wins for
Bull jive.
J-Vi, and that's including the rider.
Yeah.
Oh!
Look it up. It says I
So
have
what's your
7
how dare
wins.
you?
So you only have 6 wins in football. This is only football. So
Okay,
you
I'm
could-
still in
you-
first. You're still looking up at me.
We'll see how long this lasts. The ticker.
It didn't
You gotta get to the
separate them. I was just going off what they said.
Hey, I'm off the board though, or I'm on the board. I was off the board.
No, you're not on
Yeah,
the
you are.
board because you didn't win on American soil.
I'm the
Yeah,
only
you're
American that
not
won on
American
European soil. You better
wait
watch
a
it,
minute.
dude, with the Bills traveling
Wait a
over
minute.
there.
Wait a
Hey.
minute.
You're walking into a
Wait a
world
minute.
of hurt.
Oh, so
This-
you're a Jaguars fan now.
Is this weekend a must-win or can't lose for AK?
It's a must win.
It's a must-win.
He's back.
No, I mean once we get to playoff times, there's going to be 48 contests. I can come back with those.
Nope.
All right, that's your How Dare Yous. The only other relevant sports news was the Twins won their first playoff game since 2004, and the McRib is back. All right, I think that's everything, right?
Yeah.
We just told you the extra. I think we went over the Wodamaker. Hey, we're gonna have another contest, and I will put out the correct link. Let's get that thing up into the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, 70s, whatever. Recommend our show to a friend, and talk to us on social media. We have a lot of fun on there. We're gonna come out with these cool tweets. I gotta write those down. What was it? The Wilson thing, and then our weapon ranker. Follow us on YouTube, The Millie Goats, Rumble, The Millie Goats, Twitter, @MillieGoats, Instagram, @The Millie Goats, website and blog, milliegoats.godaddysites.com. Apparel at www.raeo.live. Going to have something up nice tomorrow. Subscribe to the show. Rate, review. That help us out a lot. We do it for you. Hey, Niners, Cowboys, Sunday night.